Welcome. Today we talk about the ARNOLFINI portrait. It was made in 1434 by Jan van Eyck and it is kept in the National Gallery in London. This is a very special painting and it is one of my personal favorites. It is very small but also very powerful. There are a lot of details and each one has a hidden meaning. It is a wonderful early example of the Northern Renaissance artist's mastery of oil painting. It is believed to be one of the first oil paintings ever. Van Eyck painted it even before Botticelli was born. We don't know exactly who the couple is. They are commonly thought to be Giovanni da Niccolao Arnolfini and his wife Costanza Trenta. But we do know that they were most likely Italian merchants who moved to Flanders and that they were very rich. That area was in fact thriving at that time. We could easily assume that it is a simple wedding portrait. However, something doesn't add up. The artist has clearly written on the painting, Jan van Eyck was here, 1434. However, Giovanni's wife had died a year earlier. So, there are two possible hypotheses. Van Eyck had begun the work in 1433 while his patron's wife was alive but she had died by the time he finished it. Or it was simply a portrait commissioned after her death to remember her. Now we will analyze all the elements to try and understand why this painting was made. Let's start with the couple. They are wearing expensive clothes, made of rare fabrics. Fur, for example, was a luxury permitted, by law, only to the upper class. On their wrists they are wearing matching gold and silver cuffs. Costanza's covered head expresses that she is a married woman. Even if she appears pregnant, some claim that she is just lifting her dress in order to show off her expensive blue underskirt. But this could have been simply intended to draw attention to her waist. After all, the bed behind her is red, symbol of love and passion. Giovanni appears serious and he is waving at us while holding his bride's hand. Now let's look at the mirror. We can see the back of couple and two more figures. One of them is the artist Van Eyck and the other one is you, the viewer. Or, according to other theories, the figure next to the artist could be a witness of the wedding. This work could indeed be the equivalent of a marriage contract. In fact, above the mirror we can see the artist's note and signature, so he was definitely there in 1434. The roundels on the frame of the mirror portray Christ's passion and death. The scenes of the living Christ are on the man's side, the scenes of his death and resurrection are on the woman's. Is this because she died? Here we can see a lady trampling a mythical beast on the ground. She is probably Saint Margaret, the patron saint of childbirth. She is praying, maybe for a woman who died during childbirth. Also, immediately above the woman's hand are cut wooden grotesques, maybe foretelling her passing. Studies show that these details have been added after and they were not in the original composition. Now look at the chandelier. On Giovanni's side, the candles have gone out apart from one. This is thought to be a symbol of his grief. He is alive, but devastated by some horrible happening. The candles on Costanza's side have all burned out, which is a sign of death. The couple have removed their shoes in acknowledgement of the sanctity of the bedchamber, transforming it into a holy place. However, her shoes are in front of the bed. Maybe, that's the last place where she left them. The oranges on the windowsill show how rich the couple was. Oranges were in fact a rare sight in Bruges. They could also symbolize fertility. The cute puppy between the couple symbolizes loyalty and it could refer to the couple's wish to have a child. In contrast to the couple, the pup watches out to meet the look of the watcher. At the time, dogs were a symbol which was often seen on women's tombs. These tombs would have included a full-length portrait of the woman with a dog at her feet. Van Eyck may have meant for the dog to symbolize her being accompanied into the afterlife, much like angels in religious images. There are many theories about this painting, and to this day no one knows exactly whether it represents a wedding, or a posthumous portrait. I personally think that it was initially made to celebrate and record their wedding, but then Costanza died before the artist could finish. This would explain the details added after the work was finished. What we know is that it is an incredible masterpiece, and it shows the extraordinary skills of Jan van Eyck. It is considered to be one of the most revolutionary paintings in history. It depicts two people in a contemporary setting, and it looks as realistic as it can be. It's the first time in history that the artist became an eyewitness. So what is your theory about this painting? Leave a comment.